Okay, what's up? Um, I'm B-Boy Cray, and this video is for my current students, uh, Ibu, Valen, and my new student Hugo. Uh, welcome to class, Hugo. Hope to see you soon. And because Hugo's new, we're going to review the turtle and some exercises that are going to get your turtle really strong so that you can create your own moves off of the turtle, but also practice traditional moves, um, like just a baby freeze or something a little more difficult. Anyway, uh, I would hope that everybody practices this exercise because from any movement, any kind of movement, you can build dance moves off of that movement. So if you have a practice, if you're practicing a certain move just based around trying to get strong, then obviously you're going to get strong at that movement. So if you're strong at that movement, then obviously moves that you create from that movement are going to be almost as strong. Anyway, find a space. We're here in my bedroom. As you can see, I decorated my wall. But anyway, find a space that you can stretch your body out in full length. Anyway, let's get started. Alright, I'm gonna maybe bring this. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright, so first things first, let's talk about surface area. Remember, we reviewed Tiger Claw, right? Tiger Claw is that concept where instead of just holding your weight with this part, the palm of your hand, you're stabbing your fingers into the ground. So you're doing a tiger claw into the ground. Instead of this, you grab it, right? What that does is it literally doubles your surface area. Now, instead of all your body weight depending on this area, it's now depending both on your inner knuckles and your fingertips. And you'll know you're doing it right because the tips of your fingers will turn white. You want to see? Well, if you want to see, you can just like pretty much grab anything. It's called white knuckles, or get this light in the background. Okay, that's a little better. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm gonna start at the fingertips and I'm gonna explain it working our way up from the fingertips. Okay, so first things first, start at the fingertips and you tiger claw. When you're doing the turtle freeze, you want your fingers facing outward, okay? That's when you're a noob. It's when you're a beginner, you have your middle fingers pointing directly away from each other. Do you see that? How the middle fingers are going far out? Alright, make sure your wrists are stretched out. How you can do that is you can hold it and just push for a little while, and then push for a little while, and then have it down here and push. I'm pushing like right here, and push, and then roll them around to warm them up. Get all the muscles right here warm by just kind of doing this, right? Right, shake them out a little bit. Okay, so next thing, what you're really going to exercise is your forearm. So, Hugo, you are very strong, so I think that working with the turtle freeze should be something you can learn in about a week. And then we can build off of that. I think that you are at the strength level where you can get this in about a week, which isn't unheard of. It's not like whoa, but at the same time, it's impressive. So, I hope that you take advantage of it. Right? Also, well, I don't know what I said also for. Anyway, I'm gonna bring this to the ground so you can see exactly what's going on. So, what we really want to do here is we want to have our fingers facing this way and this way, right? And what we want to do is find our belly button and stab our elbow into our belly button, right? So, actually, let me bring this up here real quick. Taking this arm, we're going to take this arm, we're going to stab it into our stomach. It's not on the side, it's inside. So, from here, stabbing it inside. You see how my elbow is going into my stomach? It's going inside, right? It's not going here, right? If you're going here, you're gonna fall. No other way of putting it. If you can hold yourself up, I mean, you're, whoa. All right, so you want to do that with both arms, so both here and here. And you basically just want to keep a little bit of space. See how tiny bit of space right here? If your wrists are together, in the future you're setting yourself up for failure. So you want to have your wrists kind of separated, but almost together, right? A rule I used to do is like make sure your wrists are like this, but I really think that this close is much better. So just like a small hand, or like the size of your belly button apart. Right? Okay, what else? Okay, here's definitely the number one thing. Where did I put that fisheye? Alright. So, the number one thing that people try to do is they try to hold their entire body off the ground immediately. Don't do that. I mean, Hugo, you learned a pretty hard lesson already. You banged your mouth into the floor. And sorry that happened to you. That being said, now you know why you don't just jump into it. Unfortunately, you know the hard way. But alright, so basically we're gonna take this to the ground level. Put this on top of here. That's good. That's good. Cool. And so remember, we're practicing an exercise so that you can get the strength in your arm to eventually do a windmill. But it won't just give you the strength to do a windmill, it'll give you the strength to be creative just from and to this position. Alright, so for now, here's what I'd like you to practice. And Hugo, you actually were able to do this in class. But remember, keep your knees, your feet, and your forehead on the ground. Alright? Now here's the number one mistake everybody always makes. First off, I'm going to show you what a normal turtle looks like. This is it. Make sure you can breathe. Okay? Cool. Ooh, someone's cooking food downstairs. I can smell it. I'm hungry. Okay, so the second thing is okay. What everybody usually does, especially youngsters, such as yourself, is you put your head too close to your hands, and what that does is it makes your arms fold, and therefore your arms aren't able to sort of pin your body from the floor. So what you need to concentrate on is putting your forehead really far away from your hands that are planted in the ground. So check this out. So if my head is here, my arms kind of just fold up, and it's really hard to maintain anything. But if you kind of aim for a normal distance, your head should go way up here to the point where, and parents maybe please explain this, your arms are at a 90-degree angle, so they're totally flat. They're point. Your arms are and your body are 90 degrees from each other. So you're here, right? And you can put your forehead down like this, or on the side. It doesn't really matter. What you need to pay attention to, though, is your feet. So while you're here, you look at your feet, okay? Really position yourself in, and when you're ready, take your knee off the ground, and then just put your foot up, and then take the other knee, so that now you're here. Try to breathe, because it's going to help you stay there longer. And don't forget your tiger claw. Grip the floor. Go to grip the floor before you've even touched the floor. So tiger, grab the, go to grab the floor. Like if you can grab it. Tiger claw the floor. It's going to make you a lot stronger. Okay? And for now, that's really the only exercise you need if you don't have the turtle freeze. Although, if you can't hold the turtle freeze until you get tired, then you haven't mastered the turtle freeze. So for me, I've mastered the turtle freeze for two reasons. I can hold it until until my wrists get tired, and I can also do things that are on the next step from a turtle freeze. So I can do other cool things, I guess. But anyway, and then the exercise that we're gonna practice once you get the turtle freeze is called the arm collapse. And what this eventually does is it sets you up for a successful windmill. And a windmill has about a 6-month learning curve if you're practicing it at least every other day. So I don't expect you to get it in 6 months, but